Invasions can happen once every 4 days per settlement, and players have 30 minutes to defend against 8 waves of enemies. Players must be at least level 50 to sign up for Invasion, and the governing company can choose up to 10 fighters to participate. The remaining 40 defenders are filled with random players who signed up for this event. And this level 50 requirement is important. If you sign up for Invasion, you must have a full set of tier 5 gear on you, and completely ignore any armor or weapon without a gem socket. These are just robbing you of 5 attribute points. There is really a huge difference between tier 4 and tier 5 gear. Consider having multiple gear sets, so you can swap them at will, and that will take you just 5 seconds. I used 3 sets usually. One armor, weapon and jewelry set of 11 items, each adding plus 5 to strength, so a total of plus 55 strength points. One gear set with plus 55 to constitution to be tankier, and one gear set with plus 55 to dexterity in case that I switch to my ranged weapons. Keep in mind that all your equipped weapon gems matter, so you can have the same type of weapon with different gems, boosting different attributes. You can even have a special gear set for invasions, like weapons with increased damage to corrupted, armor with increased damage absorption from corrupted. What I'm trying to say here is players must prepare for invasions. That also includes weapon coatings, healing potions and food. It will take some time for us to encounter invasion in live build, as only level 50 plus players can participate, and getting there will be much slower than in preview build. But there are a few simple guidelines that you should follow if you want to increase your chances on winning invasions. First of all, there should be one guy who will manage all defenders. I call him Army Leader. He or she should distribute players by groups. You can see what group you are in by View Army option. Press L to see all groups and find the one that you are in. It's very important to know in which group you are in. The army leader will manage everyone by groups. So that way players will know exactly when and where to go. Then the army leader should pick 2 guys and send them on a gate repair duty. It's boring but very important task, as only they will be repairing gates. Everyone else should not even touch the supply generator at all. Don't even go there. Then army leader assigns groups. Usually 2-3 groups to defend the central front gate, 2 groups to defend the front left gate, 2 groups to defend the front right gate, and 2-3 groups to defend rear gates. Those groups should go outside the fort as soon as the invasion starts, and kill all enemies right where they spawn. If all groups are distributed properly, then there shouldn't be any problem in doing so, and the first 5 or so waves will be quite easy. One group can be assigned to siege weaponry or support, meaning shooting from walls or being ready to join any group outside when needed. Usually, siege weapons only matter starting from wave 5 or 6, so pretty much ignore those unless you are a new player and want to play with machinery. No shame in that, we were all there once. Just keep in mind, if you are assigned to siege weaponry or you want to play with it, then make sure that you never ever leave it empty or less than half filled with ammo. Before you even start using any siege weapon, you must buy siege ammo at the armory, and always reload it before leaving. After wave number 5 is done, players should start spending all or most of their battle tokens and buy Inferno traps. Place them inside the fort, near all gates, all around the claim, and outside the gates too, all the way up to corrupted spawn points. Just drop them everywhere you can, there are never too many traps placed. As you can see, these are really simple tips, and they work well even with 50 random players. Just don't run around aimlessly, learn in which group you are in, respect your weapon skills and attribute points for invasions, which basically is more towards survivability, an area of effect and range damage. At level 50 you should already know what playstyle suits you and what is your survivability, thus you should know how much constitution you need to feel comfortable. Obviously all buffs against corrupted work here, weapon coatings, trophies that provide with damage buffs against corrupted. Plus, if you are a resident in this territory, then all 3 lifestyle combat buffs also work if activated. After signing up for an invasion, you don't have to do anything. When the time comes, you will be automatically teleported there. Usually 15 minutes before the invasion starts. Just make sure that you are online at this time. And that's it. After you are teleported to the fort, all your food buffs are gone. Don't eat anything before the invasion starts, as it will be reset again. Wait for the first wave to start and only then eat your food. You can have 3 different food types active at the same time, thus significantly increasing your constitution and health recovery. So use ward, recovery and crafting food at the same time. If you die, you lose all buffs and have to eat again, so make sure that you have plenty of food with you. Good news, you can buy different potions or Azoth infused ammo at the armory with your starting battle tokens. And as the fight goes on and you get more battle tokens, you can buy even more ammo, healing or mana potions if needed. I always spend some tokens on healing potions as I didn't want to waste my own, and these are kinda free. But still, the majority of tokens were spent buying Inferno traps. If you plan on participating in many invasions or wars in the same territory, then consider picking battle token bonus cards when you are choosing territory standing rewards. More tokens mean that you can buy more stuff at the armory. All earned battle tokens and items that you buy during invasions or wars are lost as soon as it's finished, so it's better to spend all tokens while you can. Win or lose, but players will be rewarded with invasion caches that range from 1 to 4 stars, depending on how good you did. More stars mean better loot inside. Additionally, players receive 250 Azoth for participating in an invasion. If the invasion is lost, then settlement will go through some downgrades. When the invasion ends, all players are teleported out of the fort and can continue their activities. During invasion, that fort is locked down for other players. There is an invisible wall around that nobody can pass, so invasion is not really instanced but more like a temporary locked down bubble. I hope that in future invasions will be dynamic, with unpredictable spawns and tied to faction and company. Like if a faction owns just one territory, then it will be an easy invasion. 2 territories will generate a normal invasion, 3 territories a hard one, but 4 or more territories owned will result in an extremely hard invasion. So more territories the faction controls, harder invasions will occur. More settlement the governing company owns, even harder invasions will happen. So no one company can own more than 2 settlements, and even with 2 settlements winning invasions would be very hard and a lot of fun for defenders, and would actually feel like an accomplishment. That should prevent one faction from dominating the whole map, same time making it easier to develop the only settlement for the outsider faction. More peaceful development without strong invasions. Breaches should also reflect the strength of invasions, so a level 25 breach where faction owns just 1 territory will be much easier than a level 25 breach where faction owns 4 territories. Otherwise, 1 year after release, players will get really bored with level 25 to 35 breaches in the central part of Aeternum, where the majority of players will already have maxed out levels, unless developers plan on adjusting breach levels manually. Controlling more territories results in a global bonus to crafting as well as increased damage against enemy mobs, so it makes sense to have harder and harder invasions and breaches with every new territory owned. In preview, nobody liked when one faction dominated the whole map, and invasions can be used here to limit this dominance, or make it epically hard. Attract the best heroes of Aeternum and become legends. Just remember, everything is subject to change. And if you like this video, you know what to do. Link to my Discord is down below, feel free to jump in and say hi or ask me any questions. That's it for now, Aeternum awaits you.